Friends, in this video for ithought Advisor, I'm going to talk to you on the topic knowing when and what to worry about. As an investor, we are hounded with information. We are hounded with news. Naturally, with so much of news and information hitting us all the time, our mind is going to react to almost each and everything. So, when everybody is greedy and advocating buying something, it's going to affect us. When everybody is fearful and not wanting to buy anything, that fear is also going to affect us. So, it's important for us to know how we should manage ourselves. Eventually, if we manage ourselves well, then we will end up managing our investments better. So, in the interest of investments, we have to understand how we can manage ourselves better. And that can happen only if we choose what we should fear, when we should worry, and what should make us worry. A market fall need not necessarily drive us into the zone of fear. In fact, when markets fall sharply, sometimes irrationally, sometimes excessively, for events which will eventually resolve themselves, there is not much to fear, because after a few weeks or months, when things settle down, this event would have been convincingly put behind by the market. So if you are able to react without fear when the market is extremely fearful, you will be undertaking investment actions which will please you when the markets overcome that fear. So, fear need not be something which should worry you when it is all around you. In fact, when there is no fear around you, then you should be a little bit fearful. But now we are not in that stage. We are in a stage where there is fear all around, and I think that we should be able to manage ourselves better than everybody around us. So, fear is something you should put on the back burner and then start thinking what you should worry about. In my opinion, a correction at this point in the stock market is healthy. It is happening in places which simply refuse to correct for a very long time. It will probably happen even more in places which are yet to react to even this crisis. But this opportunity is something which should be viewed positively, because we have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this. So, this is not a time to worry about. Yes, there are political tensions, but they will recede or they will get settled, because nobody can afford an escalation at this point in time. So, everybody will have to work to resolve this, and when they resolve this, I think that there would be a situation where you will realize that the fear is behind and you don't have to worry at all. And I think that managing yourself better now and avoiding worrying now is something which will make you do a few things right in your investing. So, this is no time to worry. So, the question of when to worry is clearly addressed by what can happen and what simply cannot be afforded by any of us and any of the countries involved. So, what to worry about? That's very, very important. Your portfolio will see a sharp correction in this kind of phase. The last 10 days have already seen a correction, and you will probably see a further correction in the coming 10 days. But if you are one of those who entered the markets in 2020 or who are aggressive when the markets fell, and you have seen a rising wave of success in the last 24 months, then you must understand that there are times when success tends to be given back to the market. So, you can't hold on to all your success if you are continuously invested. So, if you refuse to sell your investments in the past 8 or 12 weeks, your gains are going to be given up a bit. But is it something that should really bother you? Are you supposed to be worrying about it too much? I think not. for the simple reason that drawdowns and gains are part and parcel of investing. So if you have a drawdown, you should focus on what you need to do then. So if you're mis-selling earlier, it doesn't mean that you must have a panic attack now. So now take stock calmly, understand that not selling earlier is probably not something you must worry about too much now, because that opportunity is gone. Now try and focus and decide what you can do. So being pragmatic and moving on is something which everybody should do, and this is a good time to do it. So this is not a time to worry about what you did or did not do, and this is not a time for you to worry about why you failed to do something. So move on and think about what you can do now. Here is a correction before you. Here are stocks which you always wanted to buy at valuations even more favorable to you. You know you have money to be invested, or money which you already invested in the wrong places, which is waiting to be reinvested in a better place. Move your money to the place where you are confident that your quality of investing is going to improve and it is going to deliver better returns when the markets come back to normalcy. So now you need not worry about when the markets will come back to normalcy or how it will come back to normalcy, because events will keep happening and you will see markets always go back to normalcy. So times of extreme fear like now will pass over, will settle down, and the markets will move on, putting them behind. As an investor, it's your duty to put them behind early so that you undertake a few sensible, smart investment actions when others are too fearful or too worried to do anything. And 99% of the market tend to freeze when they see crisis and when they see fear all around. Try and be that 1% who can act decisively, who can do things correctly, and who can think differently from the market. And that is what you need to do now. Stop worrying, stop being fearful, do a few things which will make you feel proud of yourself as an investor. That in essence is what I want to tell you now, and I hope each and every one of you do the right thing for yourselves and for your investing. Thank you.